Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is HDTGeorge, and this is the audio TWAB for Thursday, October the 27th, 2022. If you would, down below me here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. This is a simple audio reading of the TWAB. As always, no hot takes, no opinions, just the words of the TWAB. This week at Bungie, 10/27/2022. Before we dive in, please join us in sending Mara Juno, English voice actor of Ikora Ray, well wishes and hopes for a speedy recovery. This week at Bungie, we're humming along to a Deepstone lullaby. Boo! Did I scare you? Doubtful, as I've tried this trick in a TWAB before. Happy Festival of the Lost Guardians. As tradition, we'll start with a quick recap of what's going on in the wild. Headless Ones are roaming the lost sectors on the hunt for ghosts, but you've already taken up the task of cleaning house. Between a volt shot roll on the legendary Macabre sniper rifle or some spicy perks on previous Festival of the Lost weapons, Kill Clip Braytech Werewolf, anyone? There's some fun loot to earn too. We've already seen a few gilded Ghost Riders in the tower, and we can only hope that they're sharing some of the candy they've been earning. We've also been running some fun fashion and art contests for players. Towards the end of this article, you'll see a few awesome creations from our players. Up first, let's get a look at some fun costumes from #Threads of Fright that players are wearing in-game. Telesto, the Dark Side, Pyramid Guardian. So what's on deck for the TWAB this week? Crafting's on the mind. We have some fun news on deck for next season, and we're looking at some long-term goals that the team is planning to execute for Lightfall. We'll also be discussing some important information around Stadia and cross-save, followed by Bungie bounties and a Prime rewards refresh. Let's get to it. Deepstone crafting. Since the addition of weekly featured raids and dungeons for pinnacle drops, we've seen more players engaging with a variety of raid activities in Destiny 2. While an increase in power is always exciting, or even the fabled chance at a raid exotic, we're taking an opportunity next season to make your return trips to Beyond Light's Deepstone Crypt even more enticing. Starting next season, legendary Deepstone Crypt weapons can be crafted. Each encounter has a chance to drop a deep sight version of a raid weapon, and players may purchase one per week from the final chest after defeating Taniks. When Deepstone Crypt is the featured raid of the week, encounter drops are uncapped. This means that you can run a full raid and each encounter multiple times hunting for deep sight drops. When it comes to these weapons, there was quite a bit of excitement internally as the team started freshening up the perk pools. We asked one of our resident sandbox experts, Senior Design Lead Chris Proctor, about their approach. Proctor: when updating perk pools on older weapons, our goal is to keep the most beloved combinations and drop the rest to make room for new perks. With Deepstone Crypt specifically, we look for new perks that synergize well with the perks that originated with Deepstone Crypt: Reconstruction, Recombination, and Redirection, i.e. new perk combinations could look like Reconstruction plus Focus Fury, or 4th times the Charm plus Redirection. We also took the opportunity to add perks to weapons that have never had them before. We've created quite a few new perks since Beyond Light shipped, and we're excited to see how players mix and match for their builds. Here are some that I'm personally excited for. Heritage Slug Shotgun, Reconstruction plus Focus Fury, Posterity Hand Cannon, Volt Shot plus Rampage, Trustee Scout Rifle, Rapid Hit plus Incandescent. Oh, and we took this opportunity to create a new origin trait for the weapons, Bray Inheritance. Wait, did Proctor just say that Reconstruction is going to be a crafted trait? Enhance. Owners of Beyond Light can start crafting these awesome raid weapons starting on December 6, 2022. We'll see you in space next season, Guardians. Lightfall crafting. With the excitement around upcoming Deepstone crafting, we felt this would be a great opportunity to talk about some plans the team is eyeballing for the system overall. When crafting was introduced in the Witch Queen, we were very excited to see how players would engage with the feature. Having a direct path to acquiring a powerful perk or a god roll can be a bit risky in a game like Destiny, but we're happy with how players are taking great advantage of what the system offers. That said, there are aspects that the team is looking to address, not only to help address player feedback, but to improve crafting overall. First, let's start with some of the pain points that we'd like to address. Deep sight weapons are far too common, which leads to some confusion over their value and vault stress. To a new player, it can be difficult to understand which weapons are actually craftable. To an experienced player, deep sight weapons commonly end up in the vault simply for future currency, bringing more stress to inventory management. Deep sight weapons must be equipped for full currency extraction, causing friction with loadouts. The goal of this was so that the player would try out weapons they normally wouldn't and to make the currency feel earned. It is also somewhat of a byproduct of our original multi-currency perk system. While this is nice to have, we'd like for players to want to try new weapons for other reasons, not just to earn crafting currencies. Farming an encounter like Shirochi is a very efficient method for leveling. While this can be fun for some, it's tedious and provides no useful benefits to the player or encounter. There are no methods for increasing a weapon's level outside of equipping it. As mentioned in our sandbox Q&A, crafted base raid weapons outclass adept raid weapons. We want to maintain the value of adept weapon reward drops from master raid content. To address these points, the team is actively working on some changes coming with Lightfall. While these changes are being developed, tested, and finalized, we wanted to share our list of goals and some strategies behind them. Goal: reduce deep sight weapon hoarding. Strategy: introduce alternate ways to earn deep sight currencies. Goal: reduce bad luck and weapon recipe unlocking. Strategy: provide opportunities within the crafting system to allow users to deterministically choose what weapon to target. Goal: reduce loadout stress. Strategy: reduce player incentives to equip a suboptimal deep sight or crafted weapon. Goal: improve the value of weapons rewarded from master raid content. Strategy: as mentioned in the sandbox Q&A, give the new Lightfall raid adept weapons access to enhanced perks. Note that this is not going to be full freeform crafting. In the near term, we do want to give players a heads up. Starting in Lightfall, weapons that cannot be crafted will no longer drop with deep sight. This will help us achieve our goal of reducing deep sight weapon hoarding and help alleviate some stress on your vaults. Players who currently have these weapons in their inventory should complete their deep sight objectives and extract their resonant elements before February 28th to avoid the loss of resonant elements. Expect more details around the changes before Lightfall launches in February. Stadia and Destiny 2 update. With Google's recent announcement that Stadia will be shutting down soon, we've been working diligently to figure out a solution for our players on that platform. While we don't yet have a long-term plan, we do have a short one. At this time, all players who have their main characters on Stadia should set up cross-save with another platform so that they don't lose access to their characters on January 18th. Stadia players who enable cross-save will be able to use their characters on linked platforms after Stadia shuts down. If Stadia players don't set up cross-save by January 18th, they will lose access to their characters, items, emblems, Bungie.net account, and Eververse purchases such as access to season passes. After January 18th, players with Stadia as their active characters should not deactivate cross-save for any reason. Doing so will result in a complete loss of characters. For information on how to set up cross-save, please view our Stadia cross-save guide. Bungie bounties. It's been a while since we've challenged you in the ways of old, hasn't it? No, not in the Prison of Elders, but a good old-fashioned Bungie bounty. For those who may be new around these parts, Bungie bounties challenge you to find us, or a group of players from our community, and achieve victory in the target activity. If you snag that win, well, you get a sweet emblem to commemorate your achievement. When Bungie bounties first formed, these primarily took place in PvP activities. For this go, we're opening the funnel a bit. Starting November 1st, we'll be hosting Bungie bounties across multiple game modes: player versus player, player versus enemy, and player versus enemy versus player. We'll have a little bit of Crucible, some Strikes, some Gambit, and even a bit of seasonal content for you to engage with. Seeing as though it's still spooky season, we're even looking to have some bounties take place in Haunted Lost sectors. Your targets for this bounty? Well, you may recognize some of them. Since the release of Destiny, we've been graced by a group of community volunteers dedicated to helping players in need. Whether you're hitting some connection issues or looking for workarounds on a given bug, our community mentors are ready to help you out in our #help forums. Their tagline? White gloves, gold standards. We'll also have a few of our community ninjas on the prowl. If you've never seen or heard of them, that's expected. They keep our forums clean by applying the ban hammer where applicable. A few of them will be streaming for this bounty to help you on your hunt, while others will be running through activities solo, under the radar, matchmaking whoever the wind may bring to them. Now, let's get on to the rules and schedule. Rules. Players must match with a Bungie bounty target during their time slot and win or complete the match. If you're on the same team, you're tasked with helping our bounty achieve victory. If you're matched against them, you'll need to try your hardest to defeat them in battle. If this is a PvE activity, you must complete the activity to be eligible for the emblem. Note: habitually quitting activities during these bounty timeframes can result in disqualification. Leaving too many matches can also result in your account being suspended from activities. Schedule. We've got a bounty of participants from all around the world, so check the time zones to make sure you're hunting for them at the appropriate time. What follows is a list of charts with names and times for Tuesday, November 1st, Wednesday, November 2nd, Thursday, November 3rd. We're excited to light the bounty beacons once more. Stay tuned for further announcements. I challenge you to a duel. Prime Gaming Update. It's a wonderful time of month. Here in the States, the leaves are falling, rain has returned, and I'm searching my house for gloves to keep my hands warm. With our Prime Gaming Rewards update, we have a fun emote for you that includes a glove of sorts, not for comfort, but to challenge your friends or enemies to a quick battle. If that battle goes sideways, well, don't worry, we've got a ghost for your resurrection and a ship and sparrow for you to hightail it out of the fray. Concentric Dawn Exotic Sparrow, Woomera B5 Exotic Ship, Adonis Exotic Ghost, Dual Legendary Emote. If you haven't yet signed up for Prime Gaming, we highly recommend it. There are quite a few perks they have for you, including some monthly cosmetic rewards with Destiny 2. Check out our guide for more details. Crow deserves some candy. There have been some spooky bugs popping up with Festival of the Lost, spectral pages gone missing, deceased weapons rising from the grave, and more. Player support has the latest on what's been fixed and what we're still trying to exercise from the game. This is their report. Workarounds for converting pages. Players still having issues converting their spectral pages into manifested pages should ensure that they obtain the Gone But Not Forgotten quest from Evil Levante in the tower, are wearing the Masquerader's helm with a festival mask, have at least 3 free spaces in their character's inventory, have spectral pages in their inventory prior to entering the Haunted Sectors playlist. If spectral pages aren't converting into manifested pages after confirming the above, players may need to clear their console or PC game cache, complete a strike, obtain more spectral pages. Complete a Haunted Lost Sector. Note that not all spectral pages will convert into manifested pages. Hotfix 6.2.5.2. Next Tuesday, December 1st, Destiny 2 Hotfix 6.2.5.2 will be released. View our Destiny server and update status page for maintenance times, as well as a timeline below. All times are Pacific. 9 a.m. PDT, Destiny 2 maintenance begins. 9:45 a.m. Destiny 2 is brought offline. 10 a.m. Destiny 2 Hotfix 6.2.5.2 will begin rolling out across all platforms and regions. 11 a.m. Destiny 2 maintenance completes. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our #help forum. Certain shaders may apply textures incorrectly to pieces of the Festival of the Lost mech-themed armor sets. Once resolved, these shaders may display differently on the armor sets. The Sundered Flesh shader applies coloring inconsistently across gear. A Season 16 emblem dropped from Week 10's intended Authority Seasonal Challenge. The All Pages Manifested message appears for all players upon entering a Haunted Lost Sector. This message is not accurate and should only appear upon completion of a Haunted Lost Sector. Players are not losing any pages when this message appears. The source of the retrograde Tourer exotic ship is inaccurate. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our Known Issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our #help forum. Spooky Scary Oryxton. Hippie. It's Spooky Scary Skeleton season in Destiny 2. Enough said. Oh, and a bonus MOTW because the debate is real. Movie of the Week, Spooky Scary Oryxton. Sam. When it comes to this time of year, I really am quite a scaredy cat about anything spooky or creepy or alarming, but this was a really cool spin on storytelling that we think you might enjoy. Movie of the Week, So Hungry. Bonus, The Great Macabre Debate. Happy Hall Between. Artist of the Week. Bruno. So it's that time of year again. We wear amazing masks, collect tons of sweet candy, and put those spooky headless ones down for some loot. I love the new Mecha Burr sniper rifle. And we also listen to the awesome banter between Ido, Glint, and Drifter. Don't you love how innocent and sweet Ido and Glint are? And don't you love how creepy and good with nicknames Uncle Drifter is? Because I do. Art of the Week, Tales from the Hall. Ivan, Smollen's attack, and they do it with their only weapon, which is cuteness. I'd give away all my candy to such a beautiful crowd. Art of the Week, Happy Festival of the Lost, Ido and the House of Light. And more Art of the Week, Titan, Mint Condition 9.0. And even more Art of the Week, Cutest Pumpkin I've ever seen. Okay, one more Art of the Week, Nyan Cat Go Wee! And the last AOTW I promise, Colonel Head ready for deployment. Long time no TWAB. It's been a while since I had the pleasure of writing one of these. It's always a thrill to dive in just a bit deeper with what's coming to Destiny and what the team is excited about. Make no mistake, these are honestly written by a good-sized group of folks here at Bungie. Subject matter experts, editors, localizers, asset creators, and so many more. Some TWABs may be brief, and some may be massive, but each one is authored with the same amount of love. Thanks for stopping by for another blog installment. Until next time, I'll be dreaming of a fully crafted trustee. Which DSC weapon are you most looking forward to? Holler at us in the comments. Cheers. DMGO4. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the audio TWAB for October the 27th, 2022. If you would, down below me here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like, you can follow me across all social media at HDTGeorge. And as always, remember, fight the status quo.